Hi, and welcome back to week 8 in our journey through Justin Brierley's book, Unbelievable. If there is one voice in the conversation on atheism that is respected more than any other, it is this, Richard Dawkins, the author of The God Delusion. He's probably the foremost voice in atheism today and the most widely known and respected. A few years ago, my daughter-in-law, who knew a person that was an atheist, said to him that he should read my book, Christianity for Atheists. And he said, I'll read your father-in-law's book if he'll read Dawkins' book, The God Delusion. Well, not wanting to pass up an opportunity, I took advantage of that. And I don't know if he ever read my book, Christianity for Atheists, but I did read Richard Dawkins' book, The God Delusion. And I had a lot of fear and trepidation going into that. I prayed about it because Richard Dawkins is much better educated than I am, much more well-spoken, more knowledgeable on this subject. So as I prayed, I thought he might have some scientific arguments for which I had no response. He might say something that would shake the foundations of my belief. And yet I wasn't long into the book when I realized that probably wasn't going to happen. It was one of the worst supports of atheism I'd ever read. It read much like campaign ads. It was full of half-truths, of accusations that were completely unsupported and even false. At one point, he admits that most of his criticism is launched at the Christian church of all the religions. And he says that's simply because they're the most vocal and the most well-known in his audience in England and America. And yet, as examples of what's wrong with religion, he uses Islamic terrorists in some of the acts that they have done. It just didn't seem to add up. It was one of the most unscientific approaches I'd ever seen. So when an atheist says something, how do you approach it? Because quite often these memes, these little snippets of information go viral on social media. They'll say things like, wars are caused by religion, or Christians are intolerant. Christians want to roll back freedoms for women and minorities and things like that. How do you respond to that biblically? How do you prove that those statements are not true when they're so popular today? And that is the subject of Chapter 8 of Unbelievable, Justin Brierley's 10 Minutes with Richard Dawkins.